Hey guys, okay, I tell you the last day and a half, almost 2 days. So, that's how it goes. Crazy Jesus still in prison. He's chasing me around. He's in me. He tries to get in me all the time. He's yelling all the time. I went to sleep after the last video, and well, eventually I went to sleep. I was so annoyed. I didn't know what to do, how to get rid of him. They couldn't get rid of him. And now, for what I understood, was he was in jail in St. Lucian, where I live, so he can easily hook up to me, like spirit to spirit. And he comes and he creates these portholes, sucks my energy, and just yells in my head all day. It's hell. So I laid down, and I had to do something. I don't know. Right after I made the last video where I was in the halls of justice and everything, and then other people and myself, and then I laid down, went to bed, and so I had to do something. So I started asking Mom, my inner light. I asked my inner light, hooking up to Mom to help me do something. So I'm laying there, half asleep, and I start my innocence. He starts chanting this word. I forgot what it was. I was gonna write it down, but I have to get up, turn on the light, and write it down, and I'll forget. And I didn't want to. So I'm laying there. He starts chanting a phrase or a word, okay, and then as he's chanting, he's just standing there, and my innocence is chanting, and the light comes out, the inner light comes out, like that. It just shines out. And all of a sudden, two hands come out, like that, right out of my chest. Two hands come out. And he's still chanting, the whole time he's chanting this word. And the two hands are out like this, or whatever, something like that, coming out of my chest. All of a sudden, a skeleton is made. A skeleton. There's a skeleton in front of me. He makes it. Or Mom makes it or something. Then, all of a sudden, after the skeleton's formed, the meat, the muscle tissue is formed on it. And after all the muscle tissue is formed on it, the nerve endings go into it. You can see the nerve endings, they're like white. And they went whoosh, all the way through the muscle tissue and down the fingers and arms and knees and the head. And the brain formed, the eyes formed, everything formed in this skeleton. And the brain formed, but I don't know if it was going to work or not. I don't know if this thing is alive or not. I don't know. I'm just watching this. I'm watching it. Here, I'm watching. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So here I am holding this skeleton. My innocence is chanting, and he's still chanting. And I'm like, what do I do with it? And it's done. There's no skin. There's no skin on this thing. And I'm like, what do I do with it? And all of a sudden, I just got the impression, go to the prisoner guy, the crazy Jesus. So I'm moving, traveling. All of a sudden, I'm standing behind crazy Jesus, and he's sitting in his jail cell going, and I hook. Next thing I know, what happens is my inner light beams out of me through the heart of the skeleton I'm holding on to, goes through the skeleton into crazy Jesus inner light. And I think he's got 1 or 2 sparks, seeds. So as I hook up to crazy Jesus seeds from my seed, the skeleton goes right into him, and he goes, and he buckled over, and he's like, and his voice changed instantly. As soon as the skeleton went, he's going, and all of a sudden he's like, and it was nice and quiet. It wasn't totally quiet, but Jesus starts freaking out. because he can't believe it just happened. Everybody's freaking out. I'm freaking out because I can't believe this just happened. I just watched it. Like the 2 dreams earlier, I watched. It was weird. I didn't really partake in them. So I'm watching this, and then I get the hell out of there, and he's buckled over, and he's fucking screaming. He's like, "What's going on? What happened?" And then he's trying to get rid of it, but he can't. He can't get rid of this thing that's in him, the skeleton that's in him, in this soul. And I just got the impression was he's feeling everything I feel from him. So when he opens the porthole, he sucks the energy out of my muscles. Okay, and it fucking hurts. And that's his grip on my flesh. Okay, once he's got that, he can create the porthole better, stronger, faster, all that good porthole going after he gets that energy, and he can move his mind in and out of it, and that's how he does things. And anyway, then I went back to Christ's house, and I'm laying there, and everybody's talking about that. The police that are in there are freaking out. Jesus is in there freaking out. They don't know what to do. No one knows what to do because they've never seen this shit before. I've never seen it. But this is what Mom does. This is what Mom does. She thinks out of the box totally. She's part of creation. She does this shit all the time. So anyway, I'm laying there. All of a sudden, I start chanting another word. My innocence starts chanting another word. And the light comes out and makes a bar around me. Like a white bar. And the white bar is like a hula hoop coming out of my heart. There's a hula hoop around me now. And the hula hoop starts spinning around like this. And it starts spinning. And it's going and it's going and it's going. And then it's going real fast. It's going real fast. It's going real fast. Until it's just a ball around me. Okay. And then it shrinks down right into my chest, and then it shrinks out, encompassing my head up to my head, like out here, and then it shrinks down and comes back out, and the whole time it's spinning. This is super spinning. It looks spinning so fast, it looks like a ball, and it's shrinking like this. It's going like this, and Jesus freaking out. My kids are screaming, telling me what's going on, and I'm just I'm hearing them. I know what's going on, and what I knew was what my instinct. My heart was telling me was it's destroying the connection, it's taking out his energy, it's diffusing the situation, breaking all the connections, breaking all the attachments and everything that's in me from him. And that's all it was. And it went on like that, and he chanted this thing. Jesus is recording it. Some higher ups came down, they're watching. They went and looked at the skeleton and all that stuff. So, that happened. Then I okay, I got that part. Okay, so the next day, yesterday, nothing happened all day. Even my sleep in the afternoon was okay. When I got back home, I had a snooze. Everything was good. Then I'm here on the computer messing around, watching the hockey game, and it started again. The first thing I felt was a porthole opening right here, behind my ear, not that big, and I could feel it starting. I could feel the spinning and everything. I could see it. I looked and I saw it. I screamed for Jesus. He couldn't get in me until I meditate. Until I fall asleep, and I couldn't fall asleep. I'm wide awake, right? So I went in and I moved it and everything, and they took me out of where I was in St. Lucian at home. They moved me to Jesus' house. Then everything went away. I went back to St. Lucian where I live. Started doing my thing again. Another one started. And this time, the energy in my neck and from my muscles started hurting, coming out, and I had to push that, and it was driving me nuts. So that happened 2 more times. He started making portholes on me. Chris ran over there and yelled at him, "Don't fucking do that." Whatever he said, I don't know. I started to go to bed about 12 midnight. I go lay down and go to bed, and I fall asleep. So far everything's good. I fell asleep with him yelling at me. I lay down, and I go into this dream where I'm at Christ's house, and I go outside Christ's house, and I'm dreaming, and I'm on the railroad tracks, and I'm running along train cars, hundreds and hundreds of train cars, just miles of them, and I'm running and hiding in and around the train cars, and the weeds off to the side and everything, because I was creating that in my illusion, and that's what I did when I was a kid. I used to go play on the train tracks all the time. So, when I'm in my real life. So I'm dreaming that. And so I'm running around, and in the dream, there was 2 cops looking for kids on the train tracks. They looked for the kids. Well, they caught this girl cop, and the girl cop, she looked like a 60-year-old mom. The other cop, I forgot, he was a guy, younger. And I'm looking at the 2 cops from the bushes, and they're talking. The cops got a Muslim girl with a hijab on. The other 2 people, their other girls, they were just normal. Or whatever, fucking sorry. They were dressed normal, and I'm looking, and I'm like, the cops caught these 3 girls supposedly walking down the railroad tracks. Girls in distress by cops. I woke up, I left that scene, and I'm running down the railroad tracks trying to get away from these cops, and I have my buddy with me. I'm going, come on, we gotta go this way. And so, and this happened in real life too. Me and my buddy were running from the cops at nighttime along the railroad tracks. There's a road along the railroad tracks in real life at my house where I grew up. The cops had the spotlight and they're looking for kids. Somebody reported us. I don't know. The cops were never there. Anyway, I go. We're running. We're on the rails, and there was no box cars, no train cars. The train cars ended, and we had to get from here to here where there was nothing. And the car, I could see the lights shining in the box cars and everything. So we were running. I go, hit the dirt, just lay down and don't move. So we laid down, and we had the rail right here beside us, and we just laid there. The cops drove by real slow, shined it right on us, and didn't even see us. And they kept on going. Then they came back. We got up, or when they left, we got up, ran back to my house. Anyway, in the dream, I'm running from the cops again. I go, come on, the cops are coming. They're looking for us. And I grab my buddy and we jump down to the ground. I got my hand around him. I'm like, don't move. And all of a sudden, I could feel like an energy coming over us, like the spotlight, but it was energy. And he goes, did you see that orb? In my mind, in my soul, I saw a face here. It went behind me and out that way. But it was a head. So if there was something there that went by, I was the actual spirit. Just let you know. They're checking me out. See what I'm doing. Anyway, it passed by over top of us and went by. And I go, get ready to run. He's going, no, we're going. And he's almost crying. I'm like, what's going on, man? Just calm down. I go, trust me, we'll get through. And all we got to do is run across 3 sets of tracks into the bushes and we're home free, right? That's what I'm thinking. He's like, no, we're gonna go. I'm like, just calm down, man. It's gonna be all right. And then all of a sudden I wake up and I go, run, and we run, but I'm waking up in my bed and we're running across the railroad tracks. All of a sudden I wake up And it's my daughter, Julie. She was there watching my dreams, but I saw her as my buddy. Okay? And she's crying. Oh my God, I can't get out of here. You're going to catch you, Rich. You're going to catch you. He's going to catch you. Because he was separated from me. He's looking for me again. Holy shit, it was funny. She's crying. Everybody's crying. Jesus crying. What happened? What happened? What happened? All this stuff. And it was crazy. But in the dream, she was watching my dream to see what was happening. I was playing hide and seek with the cops. And the cop was looking. The cop is the asshole in jail. Alright? And he tried that thing where he arrested 3 girls. And I'm supposed to run over there and catch them. Or run over there and save the girls. Because, that's what I usually do. But I don't do that to cops. I guess he don't know that. But anyway. If I knew it was him, dressed up as a cop. But in the dream, I don't. So I wake up. I'm pissed off. He catches me. He's hooked up to me now. And I can't fucking sleep. He's yelling right in my head. From jail. He's yelling right in my head. I don't know what to do. So eventually, Christ comes into me. Because I'm sleeping. He was supposed to be there the first time. But I guess he's doing stuff. And he has to do stuff. Probably stuff that's important. Concerning me and him and whatever he's doing. I don't know. He didn't tell me. So he sent Julie in to watch over me and make sure until something happened that she could tell him. And, well, me and Julie got caught up in his dream, hiding from the cops, but it was him. He was the cop. Awesome stuff. Then, Julie, my daughter, yeah, by the way, in the spirit world. So, I wake up, I'm bitching miserable. I have a cigarette. I go back down. I go back to bed. Jesus came into me, made it all quiet. And I think I went down into the illusion. Yeah, I went down in the illusion. And I remember I had a room from years ago. A room, just a little room down in the illusion I had made, and where I store my weapons and stuff. And I'm like, there's a shotgun there. And other weapons I forgot that are like I made and I love them, like the tomahawk and stuff like that. So I went there, I got my gun, put it around my neck, loaded it up, ready. I got my tomahawk, threw it around put the strap around me, and that was all about there. I then left the room before he found it, and I took off into the ocean. So I'm floating in the ocean, and his voice goes away, everything goes away, it feels so good. No bad guys came for like 5 minutes, and I kept moving. I went from St. Lucian all the way to Rose City, which is far away. And they're more uptight in Rose City than they are in St. Lucian. Holy shit. You can't even do nothing in St. Lucian. It's so Christian and pretty. Anyway. Then I came back here, then I went there. And I kept moving like twice from city to city. Then I fell asleep in the ocean, and that was it. I wake up 4 or 5 hours later at 5 o'clock. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was back at Jesus' house. I guess I came up. I took my gun. It was a good gun too. Anyway, I liked it. Good shotgun. And they put me in Jesus' house with his daughter and his wife. And so I'm there. I wake up, and Jesus is bawling his eyes out. The train Jesus, the guy I work with, my buddy. And this Jesus Christ, he's crying. He can't believe it. He's crying. Everybody's crying. I'm going, what the hell's going on? What's the matter? And they're going, Jesus Christ, it's got to be Christmas. It's got to be something like that. It's got to be Christmas. And he goes, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I go, what's going on? He goes, you don't know? I go, no, man, I've been sleeping. He goes, the chief of police that runs the jails over there, the whatever he is, the warden. Yeah, he goes, the warden, chief of the police warden, made a special thing where it put in a special request so to get this guy the hell out of there. so you wouldn't be tormented all Christmas. Because the holidays are coming and everything's being shut down. Like, their Christmas is before our Christmas. So, like, their Christmas is, like, a few days away. Like, real short. And, like, we got a week to go. I got a week to go here. But they got, like, 2 or 3 days. Anyway, he got this guy, put him in a transport van, and moved him far away. Far away. I'm like, well, I can't hear him. And he's like, they moved him. And I'm like, holy shit, right on. And I go, and all of a sudden, well, I go, who's the guy who did it? Man, we got to thank him. And he goes, he's right here. And he came to tell me. And that's why I'm telling you now. And I go, I can't believe it. And then I said, oh, bless yous and all that, and the hugs and high fives and everything. And then I said, hey, man, you did me a great one. I go, what kind of car do you like? I go, what kind of car do you like? And so Jesus runs back to St. Lucia and comes back, and he's got the binder of everything I've made. And he goes, pick a car. So he's looking through it, and he goes, oh, that's it right there. That's the one right there. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, what is it, Jesus? What is it? And he goes, it's a Barracuda notchback. And I'm like, one of my favorite cars. It's a Barracuda notchback, a Plymouth Barracuda. Anyway, 1968, the year I was born. And all these synchronicities started happening, right? It was weird. And he wanted a black on black. And, gloss black. And everything. So, I started crying. Because he got this thing, I'm making him a fucking car, man. A beautiful hot rod. Anyway, Jesus is crying because all this stuff is happening. I'm giving this guy a car. He got rid of the guy so I could have a normal Christmas. And Jesus is crying, everybody's crying, kids are crying, everybody's happy, everybody's all Christmassy. And I just want to show you the car I made him. And this car is blue, but I made him the black. And the stripes on this are flat black, just to let you know. And that's the car I made him. 1968 Barracuda. Oh, check out the mags on that. Can you see them? I don't know. Here, watch this. Oh, maybe that won't work. No. Anyway, awesome mags. If you can see them. Anyway, so it's all glossy black. I made him, and I made flat black stripes at the front, and it looks sharp, boy. Everything is so chromed up, and the inside's got 2 racing seats, leather seat in the back, leather seat on top, all black, leather on the door in there. Oh, it's just beautiful. And then I looked at the engine, and it was a crappy V6 or something, so I put a V8 in there and souped it up and shined it up and make it look cool. So there you go. And I got done the car and I brought it up. I went back to, I sat there on the computer. It took me an hour and a half to make it. And I made 3 of them. 2 more for to sell at the shop. Cherry red and electric blue with black stripes. Cherry red with flat black stripes. Oh, looks good, man. Anyway, to sell. I don't get them. To keep. So I'm like, here's your car, brother. He started crying. He's freaking out. And Jesus had to go over there and help him because he couldn't breathe. He was hyperventilating or something. And he was crying. This cop, the chief of the warden, freaking out, crying. He's crying. This thing was so beautiful. And anyway, he was freaking out, crying. And I go, Merry Christmas. And he go, and I gave him this present. And I go, thanks. I go, man, what I made you is nothing compared to what you just did to me to save me from this guy. Because I was losing my shit. Both worlds. In that world and this one. And like, it was affecting me a lot in this world. And I can't have that. I can't have it. So anyway, guys, Merry Christmas. And that's what went down. I laid down again after that. put in the earplugs, and I could hear the guy yelling just a little bit right here. I went in, isolated the links, pulled them out, pulled the links out, and I haven't heard them since. I haven't felt nothing. I haven't heard them. So hopefully it's over. I ain't going to seek him. I'm repelling, putting up my shields, pushing away, deflecting. When he comes at me and I feel it, I deflect it. I'm still on top of it. I ain't talking to him. I ain't seeking him. So hopefully it'll fade and everything will go away real soon. I don't know what city he's in. I don't even care. I don't want to know. He's there for 116 years. Oh yeah, they added another 5 years for what he did to me and my other people. Or maybe something else. But anyway, they added more years on him. For every crime he does after his conviction, if he keeps doing it, they keep giving him years. Anyway, that's what I heard. So I'll be dead by the time he gets out. Later, guys. That's what's going on. And hopefully, I never hear him, never see him again.